Hi and welcome to the channel. I am really excited to share with you guys these next couple of videos because we're getting our grand design ready here to take on an epic 5-state, 2,500 mile road trip. And we're going to be doing all kinds of different sorts of camping. We're going to hit a state park, a couple national parks, private RV resort, and we're even going to try some boondocking. And it'll be fun to share with you those experiences back to back. So let's go to the map and I'll show you what our plan is. Home base is Fridley, Minnesota, just north of Minneapolis. Our first travel day is just 220 miles, and that'll bring us down to Blue Mountain State Park in southwestern Minnesota. From there, we will drive 325 miles to the Badlands, where we're going to spend 2 nights boondocking on the famous wall. Next up is a 300-mile drive to Casper, Wyoming, where we're going to camp right on the North Platte River at River's Edge RV Resort. After a 2-night stay in Casper, we're going to drive another 300 miles to our primary destination, Fishing Bridge RV Park in the heart of Yellowstone. We're going to spend 6 nights at Yellowstone, then we're going to head over to Theodore Roosevelt National Park, which is in Medora, North Dakota. This is going to be our longest travel day at 463 miles. After another 2-night stay, we'll head back to Minnesota with a 1-night stopover at Buffalo River State Park, and then our 15th day will bring us back home. Now, last time we took our rig on a multi-state trip, it wasn't without its issues, and I'm sure we'll have some challenges on this trip too, but we'll share that all with you guys, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Anyways, it is Friday afternoon now, and we want to head out right away in the morning, so still have some RV prep and some packing to do, so hang tight and we'll be right back. Okay, it's 7:42 Saturday morning and we are about ready to head out. Just gonna disconnect from house power here. Do a final walk around, make sure everything is buttoned up tight, windows in. Slides all the way in, I've already checked the tires. We'll double check the hitch setup and then we're gonna be off. We weren't on the road very long when we came across our first minor issue. While all those windows looked secured from the outside, there was one that came loose from the inside attachment. Luckily, we were able to catch it pretty early on. We were able to stop on a side street and get it resecured. In the end, no big deal. Our first stop is Minnesota's largest candy store, and it's one of our favorite places to go. If you're ever coming to Minnesota, it's about 40 minutes south of Minneapolis. Definitely worth checking out. They have anything and everything when it comes to candy, all that old-fashioned stuff you can't find anywhere else. They have pies, over 100 different kinds of pop. It's a super fun place to go see. And it's not just candy either. They have jams, jellies, spices, bacon, jerky, brats, spicy pickled quail eggs. They have about every flavor of taffy you can imagine. So you got some gummy noodles, a giant gummy turkey leg. This is one of my favorite sections. This is all black licorice from Holland. Oh, and I almost forgot, they have a bug section. Yeah, it looks just gross. Well, at least these are covered in chocolate. All right, we just spent an embarrassingly large amount on candy. Now, granted, we did get a pie and some treats for our other kids, but it's a once-a-year trip too. This is fun. Okay, we got the goods stashed away, got some treats for the road. On to Blue Mountain State Park. We just pulled into Blue Mound State Park. Our site is electric only, no water. So we're here at the water fill station. So we're not going to fill up our whole tank, just enough to get us through tonight, but also to get us through the next 2 nights when we're boondocking in the Badlands. So I kind of got to figure out how much water I want to put in here because I don't like traveling with a lot of extra water, but I don't know if we're going to have a spot to fill up between Blue Mound here tomorrow morning and our boondocking spot tomorrow in the Badlands. So I don't know, I'm thinking maybe only like 8 to 10 gallons, just enough to use the toilet, brush our teeth, that kind of thing. Yeah, the problem we're going to have with this site is that it's sloped back, so keeping it on the truck is going to be hard. I don't think we can level it with it on the truck. Yeah, there's no way we can level this while it's still on the truck. It's way off. I really wanted to keep the truck connected to the camper since we're only here one night, but the site is just not level enough for us to do it, so we're going to disconnect the truck and just hook back up in the morning. No big deal. Perfect. Why aren't you helping, Wiener Dog? Uh-huh. All right, got that done? All right, Nate, grab the drill. Zuri, grab blocks and do the scissor jack thing. Remember, both hands on the drill so we're not breaking our wrists. I'll get that propane fire pit set up. We're all set up. Show you our site really quick at Blue Mountain State Park. This is 31E. Kind of too bad we're only staying here one night. This seems like a nice little park. Really good sights, aside from being not very level. All right, we got a couple hours here. We're gonna go explore, check out some of the hiking trails. There's kind of a cool little dam we saw on the way in. We'll go see what that's all about. All right, so we're up here at the campground. I think we're gonna take this loop here. It looks like it's 1.8 miles up to here, another half mile in. And there's a ravine along the river. I think that's this section here. Starting out, the trail is mostly farmland, but then it opens up right away into this cool little river valley. That's pretty cool. Here's a little app I found that really helps with hiking at State Park. It's called Avenza Maps. Basically, you can go into the store and you type in the name of the park you're at, Blue Mountain State Park. The maps are free. And then it downloads, and then it uses GPS and it overlays your location on the hiking map. They call this the nature play area. It's kind of cool, a little rock playground for kids or adults. Looks like they close them up for the season, but these are actual teepees that you can rent out. You know, each site has their own picnic table, fire pit. Kind of a cool option to experience the state park. Just got back from hiking and they have some pretty nice trails here, and we only saw half of what this park has to offer. I think we definitely want to come back in the future and actually spend a couple nights here and really appreciate everything they have to offer. Otherwise, just about ready to wrap up day one here. Not a huge travel day. We only went about 230 miles. Did not get the best gas mileage today. We had a strong headwind and crosswinds that we were dealing with. I think we got like 8.5 miles per gallon. We can get up to 10, 11 miles per gallon on a good day. Otherwise, we're gonna grab some supper, crank up the propane fire pit, get our e-readers out, and call it a night. Once again, thanks for watching, and stay tuned. In our next video, we have a very challenging travel day and get to experience what it's like to boondock in the Badlands. Until then, happy camping.